There's nothing to wait.
Welcome everyone to what is a very different personal project exhibition and MYP graduation ceremony. One which is beaming itself around the world to all our students via YouTube, thanks to Mr. McMahon and Ms. Okwesa who are upstairs live streaming this. 6 months ago, when you all submitting your drafts for your PP, would you have imagined that the world would have changed so much? At that time, you were probably thinking how you would present your PP, or how you would spend your last summer of freedom before embarking on DP. Instead, some of you are here, some are in the States, Estonia, Taiwan, Germany, Korea, Japan, and Australia. And this sums up an international education. The personal project is the culmination of the MYP, similar to the exhibition in PYP. So I think it's entirely fitting that the last thing that you have done in MYP is your personal project exhibition. And it's wonderful that we've had an opportunity that you're able to share this journey with your parents, your friends, and your peers today. I'd like to thank Mr. Blackford for his coordination of the personal project, the guidance he's offered all your students. And I would also like to thank all the supervisors for offering time, ideas, and feedback to you all throughout the year. For 5 years, you have deciphered rubrics, clarified formatives, and argued with your teachers that you have a better idea of where your best fit is than they do. As a design teacher, I've watched you move through the program, and tonight, as its coordinator, I've watched you graduate. Congratulations, Grade 10. Can I now ask our Head of School, Mr. Bruford, to come and address you?
Good evening, everyone. This is the third of our graduation ceremonies, having a few weeks ago successfully giving our grade 12s a wonderful send-off outdoors for the first time on our playing fields. It's a little bit warmer tonight and we can enjoy the air conditioning. But certainly what I've noticed in reflecting on the DP, the PYP and tonight the MYP graduation ceremonies is by having an evening celebration, we can get so many parents here with us to join in this celebration of student achievement. So thank you parents for attending. I would also like to pay special tribute to our Head of Secondary School, Lucy Burden, our MYP Coordinator, Jessie Donnelly, and our Head of Grade 10, Mr. Ruben Lima, for their work over the past 4 or 5 months. Where we were in February to where we are now is testament to the hard work that they put in and to make these things happen. I call it magic, and I think SSIS is a place where magic happens. So a big thanks to Ms. Burden, Mr. Lima and Mr. Donnelly. So today we celebrate the students who have been the recipients of an IB Middle Years education. The IB Middle Years program at SSIS requires students to study subjects concurrently from 8 subject areas in 9 and 10, grades 9 and 10, that becomes 7 subject areas. So why make you, SSIS students, undertake the IB Middle Years program and study 7 or 8 subject areas? It's an interesting question, as some education systems around the world allow students to specialise in fewer subjects, and you're able to avoid those subjects that you don't like or you're not particularly strong at. I'm sure, as MYP students, there are some subjects you prefer and others you would prefer to avoid. But naturally, we all have different interests and talents, and we like to make the most of them, and where possible, avoid those things we don't like. The fact is, however, that narrowing our focus too early can be detrimental to us later in life. After some 23 years in education, I am getting on. I've observed the following about students that I've had the privilege to work with over many, many years. Firstly, many students do not know what they want to do. A number of students may not know what they're best at. That's okay. What may be a favourite subject one year may no longer be the preferred subject the next. Teachers can make a difference in terms of what interests students, but teachers change as do student interests. Finally, students need to be able to have choices in front of them. The more the better, especially if one does not know what they would like to do. Furthermore, there'll be a number of new jobs that we don't even know about. And when you finally graduate from university, the landscape will be markedly different than it is now, and hopefully for the better. I firmly believe that the MYP provides our students with the choices and the skills for what lies ahead, both in terms of completing their studies and pursuing an education beyond SSIS. For students, the MYP has challenged you in areas that you're not so confident and stretched you to study in areas that are perhaps less familiar. You might not have liked studying the arts, but having done so, you've been able to gain some understanding of what it means to express yourself through a piece of music, a painting, or through performance. You may not have liked physical education, but having done so, you've been able to gain an appreciation of how you can ensure your own well-being through exercise and understanding why strategy is so important in sporting games. Some of you might not have liked humanities, but having studied history, geography, commerce, you've been able to explore contemporary news studies and explain why we need to pay particular attention to the information that we receive through the media. There is a flip side to this also. If you were not given the opportunity to do lab experiments in science, you would not have the opportunity to test a theory or prove that something is a myth. If you were not given the opportunity to follow the design cycle, you may never have had the chance to truly understand why products need clear design specifications. Perhaps if you didn't have the opportunity to study a world language or your mother tongue language, you may not have had the opportunity to further develop your acquisition skills and see how your own language and others interrelate. It's perhaps a little more obvious to understand why we study English and math, as these lie at the heart of learning, and the skills that we learn here are so transferable. Finally, the personal project, which is the culmination of learning, in the MYP has allowed you to create a product which is of interest to you and has a purpose either for the environment, the wider community, health and well-being, or in generating a new and innovative idea. Not only do you create a product, but you spend a great deal of time learning about the process of doing so, while gaining an understanding of why what you are doing is significant and relevant. And that is most important. Your learning needs to be both significant and relevant. So our MYP class of 2020 has been challenged, given exposure to learning in a variety of areas of knowledge. The students have been able to develop skills in one subject and apply it to another. They've begun to understand the relevance of their learning to real-world situations, and they have undertaken a major project where they have learned to plan, create, and reflect upon the experience and how they may do things differently next time. This learning has not only prepared our students for the diploma in grades 11 and 12, but it has given them a strong foundation for their future choices in life. I'd like to congratulate you, grade 10, our MYP graduates, on your achievements today, and wish you all the very best for what lies ahead in SSIS or beyond. All the very best.
Thank you, Richard. I'd like to ask Mr. Ruben Lima, the head of grade 10, to come up to the stage, please.
Hey everyone. Before giving you the certificates, I'm sure you're looking forward to it. I would like to share some encouragements. Significant part of what you do, of what we do at SSIS, is to encourage and enable you, our students, to become self-motivated, independent, lifelong learners who strive to one's personal excellence. We aim to facilitate the process to develop the skills, knowledge, and aptitudes you need to welcome the challenges and opportunities presented by a complex and diverse world. Your grade 10 graduation will definitely be associated with the COVID outbreak. There's no way around it. But one outcome from this unpredictable situation was giving you the opportunity to develop and demonstrate these qualities mentioned above. You are required to develop and demonstrate a personal rigor to deal with change and adapt to the new. The resilience to bounce back after adversities, disappointments, and unmet expectations. The ability to motivate yourself, and that means actively and positively directing yourself to complex or to complete tasks that you didn't really want to do. These are qualities that you need to keep developing, not only to carry on with the TP program, but for life. As a lifelong learner, you need to nurture your personal rigor, always striving to show the best version of yourselves, and cultivating a growth mindset where you are committed to self-improvement, not being afraid to make mistakes, but failing well and learning with your own mistakes. Of a successful, consistent, and hard-working man who shows these attributes. So we like to transfer concepts and knowledge from one context to another, so that we can transfer some things from him. not about football, but about his attitude and his approach to life. You can definitely learn from him and enabling yourself to succeed in any context and being able to overcome any challenges you might face in the future. There are 5 things you can take from this example. 1, capacity to bounce back. As you can see, he was considered the best player of the world 5 times. But people tend to forget that he failed it 6 times, so he had to deal with frustrations. But he was able to bounce back. That one year, the Euro Cup, maybe you weren't even born, but he missed that final. And we were beat by Greece. Very frustrating for the nation, but he cried a lot. 12 years after, he made it. He was able to bounce back. Number 2, he's always angry. He's always angry and always humble. So no matter what you achieve, you always hunger for more, like he does. So he has only 5 times. So some people just quit, they reach the top as the first or second time, and they're done. He's different. He always wants to achieve more and more. Something he says, I never try to hide the fact that my only goal is to be the best. So strive to be the best at all times. 3, confidence in yourself. He has lots of people around him saying things that are not the best to build up that confidence, but he's too strong. So regardless of what other people say about you, you always be confident in your capacities. Number 4, enjoy the pressure. And I'm sure you will face a lot of pressure in DP, but enjoy it. You know, for him, the bigger the game, better the performance. It is under pressure where he can make a difference. He makes a difference under pressure. It is under pressure that people see your true colors. Make sure you make a difference in these moments. Keep a positive attitude to overcome challenges. Magic doesn't happen by itself. You need to work hard and make sure that work eliminates any fear you may face under pressure. Number 5, he is fit and he lives a healthy lifestyle. You don't need to develop that 6-pack. That's not the point. But you can, the same way, show pure dedication and sacrifice like he does. Life goes far beyond academics. And a balanced, healthy lifestyle is the solid ground where you can build your success. Make sure you take care of your well-being. All the best for the future. Do you know Greece? Rina Hoshino.
Sunbin Wang, Jayan Kim, Minjun Kim, Chengchu Ku, Alan Wang, the next two are not here. Brian Liu, Dale McIntyre, Yu Wei Yan, next one is also not here. Su Yun Oh, not here also. Sandra Pastel, Si Yun Park, the next one is also not here. Evan Stamberg, Chi Kyung, and Watching Wong. E, please come up. Rhiannon Bell. T. Kai Chan. Right, the next one is not here. Nathan Chan. Yunsu Choi. Vincent Porter. Suni Gur. Yunsu Han. Huimun Kim. Lucy Ko. Ethan Ko. Jaya Lee. Lian Sen Lee. Jimin Lim. Eric Ma. Morgan Miller. Belize Tutunku. Siu Hee Moon. Congratulations, Tenny. Then A, you might come up. Ishi Pal. Suyun Cho. Seung-Yoon Choi. The next one is not here. Carl Hessel. Michaela Gatchin-Grover. Anui Chan. Ji-Hoon Jun. Hyun-Woo Kim. Jung-Yoon Kim. Kirin Kim. The next one is also not here. Aoi Kodaka. Cha-Yoon Lee. Jizip Lee. Sanmi Lee. Next one is not here. Sushan Lee. Awin Guo. Sebastian Norgard. Yusuf Oh. Next one is not here. Helena Baxel. Gabriel Sim. Daniel Xia. The next one is not here. Xiaolan Yang. Annie Gao. Well done, Tenay. All right, just give them another hand. Last but not the least, and actually they're all here, 10R. If you could please take the sides. So if you're lining up in front of those seats, please take the sides and near the wall. Carolina Alves. And Hao Chen. Yung Chen Chuang. Jinyu Hong. Mikyu Jung. Hazel Kim. Junwook Kwon. Gottfried Larsen. Hyunjung Lee. Jongin Lee. Lee. Min Lee. Lucas Paul. Martin Spinellosa. Hugh Roy. Regina Sekar. Seung Hyun Sun. William Suk. Yi Tan. Richard Tassotti. Jayun Wu. Yonghan Wu. Akira Zunste. Well, all right, give them another hand. Thank you.
Well, congratulations to grade 10. What a wonderful way to celebrate the culmination of your final year of the MYP. We've heard already some wonderful words from Mr. Donnelly, Mr. Lima and Mr. Bruford And I hope that you will take away some of those really important messages about what a special time this is, despite the difficulties that we've all faced. As Mr. Brook had said, when we came back in April, we weren't sure how things would play out for all of us returning to school. But throughout the grade 12 graduation, the grade 12 art show, the grade 5 graduation, we've seen a little bit of that magic that Mr. Brook had talked about. And as Mr. Lima said, in times of great adversity, extraordinary things can happen. And once again this evening, as I've gone around and spoken to the students with their exhibition, I've seen that magic. I've seen the way you have taken the opportunity to make the most of this time, despite the adversity. And I hope that, as Mr. Lima said, you will take these wonderful skills of resilience and organisation, the ability to bounce back with you as you go into grade 11 and 12, either here or elsewhere. As well as celebrating the culminating project of the MYP, we also want to take this opportunity to celebrate some very special academic achievements. A key value at SSIS is personal vigour. We choose to be lifelong learners, each of us striving to be the best version of ourselves. To achieve this, we reflect on who we are and what is important. We acknowledge mistakes and learn from them. We develop understanding of how we can be better in different ways and in different areas of our lives. And we commit to improvement. And Mr. Lima's examples, I think, really demonstrated how important those character traits are. The students I'm about to celebrate are those that have really adopted that growth mindset in their academic work. And they've put time and effort into their learning, even in the face of this adversity. And they've been very successful. So we would like to congratulate them today. These are students who will receive the Principal Award. And they are those that have received a grade point average of 4 or 7 on a 1 to 7 scale. I'll call them to the stage and then we'll give them a round of applause at the end. So this year's grade 10 Principal Award recipients are Nathan Chen, who can't be with us. Chaeyoung Lee. Jimin Lee. Pravina Sekar. And Yong Kang Yu.
congratulations, girls and Nathan, on the award, and also congratulations to all of grade 10 this evening. I want to thank you all for coming this evening and sharing this moment with your children. And also, thank you to everyone, you all know who you are, who helped make this ceremony possible. In particular though, thank you to grade 10. Good luck next year in grade 11 and beyond. I wish you all the best in finding your best fit in whatever direction you choose to go. Congratulations. Thank you all for coming. That's the end of the ceremony. Students, please remember to clean up your PP exhibitions on your way out. Just leave the banner stands there. We'll grab those, take your banner and